So today we're going to talk about the election that we'll have tomorrow in Colorado. So we have primaries in Colorado, as you know, and these are the most important races. I'm going to nominate right now. It is the Colorado gubernatorial primary, both in the Democratic and Republican side. Is the Democratic senatorial primary, and then the Colorado 1st Congressional District primary. As you know, I'm going to start with the congressional district race, and then I'll talk about the statewide races. As you can see here, Colorado 1st District is a very Democratic district. Why? Because this is literally the city of Denver. Denver, the capital of Colorado, as you know, overwhelmingly Democratic. And as you can see here, it's basically the city, the municipality of Denver. And if you go here, it's 100% urban, as you know. It has a huge median household income, and it is mostly white, but it also has a bit of Hispanic voters, which are very important for the Democrats. As you can see here, the history in the district. Biden won by 80-18, and then Harris won by 77-21. And Paul is in the 2022 governor race, won 82-16. So you see really how big this is in terms of Democratic share of the vote. So you go here, this is very important as well. Diana Jett, also, as you know, she's a congresswoman since 1997, as you can see here, and she's progressive. So, but she will get a challenge right now, which is very important there. She will get a challenge from a member aligned with the Democratic Socialist group of America. That's why this is so important. She's a progressive, but now she's getting a challenge from the left because she actually gets a bit of money, a bit of the fundraising from AIPAC. That's why now they're trying to actually challenge her in the sense that the Democratic wing, the Democratic Socialist wing of the Democratic Party. So what I'm talking about this is so important because look at this. This is New York 7th. We got elections here last Tuesday, and the Democratic and the Democratic Socialist of America, the Mondani endorsed candidate, of course, won here in the district. Of course, I think it was Claire Valdez, if I'm not mistaken. It's a very young district, as you know. It has a lot of Democratic voters here. Look at this. It's overwhelmingly Democratic. Harris won by a huge margin. And it's similar to Colorado 1st in the sense that most of the people that live here are renters, like in Colorado 1st. It's one of the main deals that the socialists want to actually to mention a lot of times because, you know, they're actually saying that because they want to freeze the rents and all that stuff. I'm not saying that's correct or not. That's not the point here. I'm just saying that's their message. And probably you're asking why this region here is so Trumpy. It's because this is mostly the Jews. The Jews live here. That's why, I mean, Trump got 96% and something. If you take those out, you can see here the percentage even growing more for Harris. So Harris won 74-23. So it's 50 points in this region specifically. Then if you move to Colorado 1, which is also the district we're talking about, it's very similar demographically to that one. As you can see here, it's the city of Denver. It's overwhelmingly Democratic. It doesn't have a single person that votes Republican, and it voted by 56 points to Kamala Harris in 2024. This is going to be a very important thing. As you can see here in terms of the, I don't know if they have here but they don't have here. Maybe they have, I'm sorry. I'm just go here to 2026. Wait a minute there. Very easy. I'm just here trying to, okay, 2024, and then maybe we can go here to 2026. So Colorado 1st, as you can see here. First, you have Wanda James, member of the University of Colorado Board of Regents, and that's very important. I mean, as you can see here, endorsed by many of the progressive stuff and many of the socialist stuff, as you can see here in terms of fundraising. She got 1.4, the incumbent congresswoman, and also Wanda James got 291,000, and Melat Kira's got 660,000. Is of course still Democratic, so this is just a point. It will be very competitive in the the primary election. And don't forget something. In Colorado, they use a lot of mail-in votes. That's why, similar to California, the late mail-in dumps will benefit the progressives, will benefit the more progressive guys in the Democratic side, and also the more left-wing candidates, if you will. Then you also have the gubernatorial election. It's so important. Look at this. You have a lot of people. I mean, Michael Bennet and also Phil Weiser, as you can see here in terms of the endorsements. You see there. This is the more establishment guy, Michael Bennet, and you also have Phil Weiser, the more progressive. That's why it's going to be a fight between the people who are progressive and also the more moderate wing of the Democratic Party there. You see here a lot of labor unions endorsing him. Different here, of course, you have two as well, but more establishment, a lot of representatives, as you can see there. And also polls, look at this, 36-45. So you have polls for different tastes here. Polls showing Michael Bennet ahead, some polls Phil Weiser ahead, and a lot of undecided voters. So if you are from Colorado, I mean, please vote tomorrow. It's going to be important. Also, you do have mail-in voting, but I think that's already over in Colorado. And in Republican side, you have a lot of them. Barbara Kiermaier and also Victor Marx. And as you can see here, a lot of undecided voters. This is the last poll we got in early May. Since then, we didn't get anything, and this is why it's so important. I mean, to vote. Victor Marx got 42%. Of course, endorsed by Laura Boebert, one of the most, people that nobody likes in one of the people that nobody likes in Congress. I mean, represented from Colorado, fourth congressional district. We can also mention that one. It's more Republican. Trump won it, of course, I would say. Yeah, by such a huge margin. You can see here it's very Republican. But I'm not really saying that this is impossible to flip in the. I'm not talking about the House right now, but it's not impossible to flip in the general election because this region here are growing, the suburbs around Denver, and also they can vote more Democratically here around Loveland. And I mean, turnout is down for Republicans. I would assume that. And 17 points is almost impossible. But Lauren Boebert is not very likable in the district. I expect the margin to be down. I mean, she didn't win this by 17. I can tell you that. Maybe you can go to Colorado. Where is that? Colorado 4th, but of course I don't think she won it by that margin. I can go here. Yeah, she won it only by 11, so it was not by 17. So she underperformed Trump, and I think she will do even worse. And maybe she can lose that. I'm not saying that's impossible. When it comes to the Senate election here, you can see Mark Baisley, the Republican already presumptive nominee, and in the Democratic side you have Jolie Gonzalez, state senator, and also John Hickenlooper, the moderate candidate here, incumbent U.S. senator now trying to run for senator again, so a progressive, challenging an incumbent. Another very interesting thing to see. And as you can see here, 10 million against 800,000, so 10 to 1, even more than that as split ratio here in terms of the fundraising. And the polls are very close. Look at this, 41% to 34%. Also, late dumps will benefit Chili Gonzalez and a lot of undecided voters, guys. That's why it's so important. I mean, the fundraising Republican side enthusiasm is really, really down. But guys, it's just so important. If you go, look at this, Colorado voted by 11 points in 2024, so we expect the margin to be up close to 20 points, maybe in the midterms, because we're expecting a shift of more than 10 points to the Democrats. And this is so important, guys, to vote. Of course, Denver represents more the huge percentage of the vote, but still, those communities, if the race is close, every vote will count. So guys, this was the video. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and tomorrow will be here starting at 9 p.m. Eastern. The live stream will be here watching everything very closely in Colorado Primaries. Thank you so much.